Hello, and welcome to Field Notes. I'm your host, Hayley Fleming. On this episode, we'll be talking about mariculture. Mariculture, or the production of shellfish and seaweeds, is a growing industry in Alaska. This increasing interest has led to additional research on the subject. The Exxon Valdez Oil Spill Trustee Council has funded long-term monitoring efforts in the spill-affected area for the last 20 years. Moving forward, the focus of these monitoring efforts will look a little different. Over the next 10 years, in addition to the ongoing Gulf Watch Alaska and herring research and monitoring programs, researchers will take an economic and ecological look into the growing mariculture industry in our area. Dr. Alysha Cypher explained the Mariculture Research and Restoration Consortium and how her research fits into that program. Overall, the research is multifaceted and will examine the ecological implications as well as the socioeconomic factors facing the mariculture industry. The program aims to aid the industry by identifying the missing pieces of the puzzle for farmers. For seaweed farmers in Prince William Sound, the question is how to process and market kelp, and for oyster farmers, it's how to optimize growth in a changing climate. This program will work with farmers to help answer some of these questions. Alysha's interest is in how mariculture affects water quality, plankton, fish communities, marine birds, and marine mammals. Program researchers will conduct their work in the Exxon Valdez spill-affected area, specifically at 3 farms in Prince William Sound, Kachemak Bay, and Kodiak Island. Between 2023 and 2031, Alysha and her colleagues will go to 3 farms in Prince William Sound located in Simpson Bay, Sheep Bay, and Windy Bay. Researchers and farmers will measure environmental factors around the farm, like temperature and acidification. They'll sample the plankton and zooplankton around and near the farms. They'll use sonar imaging to determine how fish interact with the farms and record interactions between farms and marine birds and mammals. This information will be used to answer many questions, including, do marine bird and mammal interactions with farms cause conflicts, and can those conflicts be avoided? Or how many farms can reasonably fit into Simpson Bay before we're pushing our luck? Alysha says that the most exciting part about this work is the fact that the farmers and researchers in our region will answer the questions this project poses together. Farmers will be collecting data for the project as well as influencing what the project focuses on as their needs become more apparent. They will also be paid for it. She's excited to do science that directly helps the community she lives in and loves. She hopes her work will improve the potential of this budding industry to make Prince William Sound and Alaska more resilient in the face of climate change. And here's Alysha herself to tell you about an upcoming workshop at the Prince William Sound Science Center on mariculture.
The Prince William Sound Science Center is also putting on their first Kelp the Sound workshop, which will train anybody who's interested in kelp farming. It's planned for March 4th from 9 to 5 p.m., and it will be hosted by farmers from Prince William Sound and Kodiak, and you'll hear from other stakeholders. So we'll basically give you a full overview of the entire process. That way you can have a realistic idea of what it costs, how you can get business support, how you would go about permitting, and then just how to do the farming itself and an update on the industry. And we're hoping to hold this workshop annually and maybe provide some other workshops in Cordova and hopefully Valdez that hone in on certain topics like processing and how do you make your food grade.
For more information about this workshop, the Mariculture program, and others like it, check out our website at pwssc.org.